In the wild, unpredictable, and often heartbreaking world of 90-Day Fiance, we've learned to be skeptical. We've seen whirlwind romances crash and burn, and we've seen seemingly perfect matches crumble under the pressure of the K-1 visa. So when Greta and Matthew, the sweet, quirky couple from 90-Day Fiance, The Other Way Season 7, graced our screens, the fandom was divided. Here was a modern fairy tale, a brilliant law graduate from Oklahoma and a sharp asset manager from the UK. They didn't meet in a bar or through friends. They met on a vegan dating app. It's the kind of meet cute you'd see in a movie. Their connection wasn't just about food. It deepened over a shared love for cats and all the quirky, specific things that make a person feel seen. It felt genuine. It felt different. She was in the UK studying at the prestigious University of Oxford when their casual digital chats sparked into something profound. As Greta herself said, "I always felt like animals get me and humans don't until I met Matthew." For anyone who has ever felt a little out of step with the world, that sentence hits right in the heart. So she took the ultimate leap of faith. She packed up her life, left Oklahoma behind, and moved to England to be with him. But this is 90-Day Fiance, and happily ever after always comes with a catch. The catch? She moved directly into his childhood home, a cozy red, small English cottage in the peaceful, elderly town of Market Harborough, with his parents. The dream of playing Elizabeth Bennet to his Mr. Darcy and a sweeping English romance quickly met reality. And as the mid-season preview for The Other Way reveals, their bumpy start might be escalating into a full-blown crisis. It has every fan asking the same terrifying question: are Greta and Matthew even still together? The cracks in the cottage. Let's be honest. The court of public opinion has been brutal. From the moment they appeared on screen, a vocal part of the audience just wasn't buying it. Hop on any social media forum, and you'll see the same heartbreaking criticisms. They have zero chemistry. It's like watching two awkward middle schoolers. They have such an immature definition of a relationship. It's painful to read because it attacks the very foundation of their connection. Is it just that their quiet, quirky love doesn't translate well on camera? Or are fans seeing a genuine lack of a romantic spark? The show itself seems to be leaning into their struggles. This isn't just about adjusting to a new country. Practical, real-world problems are piling up, and they are piling up fast. Finances, future plans, and day-to-day compatibility are all coming to a head. Greta's own words in the mid-season preview are a punch to the gut for anyone rooting for them. "It's been a bumpy start," she confesses, her voice heavy with worry. "It feels like Matthew and I are on different pages about everything." That one line is a massive red flag. Everything is a terrifyingly big word in a new relationship. As their time together unfolds, some sources have worried that the couple is mistaking superficial common interests as some sort of deep compatibility. Is a shared love for cats and a plant-based diet enough to build a marriage on? The pressure of the 90-day experiment is designed to answer exactly that, and right now, the answer looks terrifyingly unclear. A surprising hero emerges, and it's not who you think. Just when the fan criticism reached a fever pitch, a hero emerged from the most unlikely of places: Matthew's mom, Caroline. In a franchise famous for monstrous mothers-in-law, "We're looking at you, Debbie," Caroline has become the season's unexpected fan favorite. She is a masterclass in grace, warmth, and genuine kindness. When Greta was forced to drop a kid bombshell from her past, fans braced for impact. Instead of drama, Caroline handled the situation with a calm, non-judgmental class that left viewers speechless. The fandom was united, calling her an absolutely top-notch human being. But her path to sainthood didn't stop there. The living with the parents situation could have been a nightmare, especially for a strict vegan moving into a traditional English home. Caroline, however, went above and beyond to make Greta feel welcome. This wasn't just polite accommodation. It was a powerful act of love. She set up a completely separate meat-free zone in her freezer just for Greta. And then, the cake. In a moment that melted hearts everywhere, Caroline presented Greta with a special vegan cake, lovingly decorated with blueberries, apples, hazelnuts, and strawberries. The finishing touch? Little cats in honor of Greta's passion. It was more than a dessert, it was a symbol. It was a mother looking at her son's partner and saying, "I see you. I respect you. You are welcome here." In a show so often filled with conflict, it was a moment of pure, unadulterated kindness that gave us all hope. So, are they still together? This brings us back to the central, agonizing question. With Greta feeling like they're on different pages and the pressures of real life closing in, did their love survive? Here's what we know. The mid-season preview shows them deep in the struggle, but importantly, it shows them still trying. "Since I arrived in England, things have been up and down," Greta admits. But the key is that she is still there. They haven't given up. Despite the criticism of their immature dynamic, Matthew and Greta are actually handling their problems with a surprising amount of respect and patience. There isn't the screaming or plate throwing we see from other couples. They are talking, they are processing, and they are facing the uncomfortable truths of their situation. While TLC is, of course, keeping their final status under wraps until the tell-all, all signs point to yes, Greta and Matthew are still together, for now. They are still navigating the storm, not watching it from separate shores. Their story has become less of a fluffy fairy tale, and more of a deeply relatable journey about what happens after the meet-cute. It's about two quiet, quirky people trying to see if their unique bond is strong enough to withstand the hurricane of real-world logistics, cultural differences, and the crushing weight of public expectation. We may have come for the vegan dating app novelty, but we're staying for the real, raw emotional journey. We're staying to root for Matthew's mom, and deep down, we're staying because we all want to believe that sometimes the two quiet, awkward kids in the room can find their own special kind of happily ever after. Their path isn't easy, but with a support system like Caroline and a willingness to be patient, this couple might just have what it takes to prove the critics wrong.